So talk about an annoying day today. Tuesday, Monday, not even sure. I think it's a Tuesday. And I had to stay around today to sign for a package to facilitate the plant guy showing up to water stuff because the garage door doesn't work. That, and there was no rain on radar, nothing in the forecast. And it was like 58 degrees, overcast, windy, and random rain showers throughout the day. Sometimes hard, sometimes light, never more than a dry hour. So that translated to a day of kind of catching up on things online, talking to people, giving quotes, and communications and pictures and whatnot until about 2 or 3 o'clock. And then not being able to make it to Escondido today to resume work on those seats and dismantling, etc., etc. Alex was up there, started on the exhaust and the drive shaft and the suspension. We'll see how far he got tomorrow. Tomorrow's a washout, Thursday's a washout, Friday and Saturday are dry, Sunday's a washout. We've never seen weather like this here in Southern California before. Everybody at my dad's work is talking about how, yeah, we haven't seen this in 30 years. And here it is, the year I moved. There's something, I'm not a spiritual person at all, but there's something about me. When I move about the country, I bring terrible climate with me. I don't understand it. It's disappointing. But it will straighten out at some point, and I'm sure that there's going to be a lovely summer here with months of dry, warm, clear weather. We'll see. Tomorrow I'm going to have to rent a car from Enterprise, have that for a couple days. It's $53 a day. My business shuts down when it rains. I'm very much regretting selling the 330. I am totally immobilized. You know, I'm kind of even over the, oh, if it gets wet it's going to rust and corrode. No, it won't. It'll be fine. There's like 8 feet of wax on this car. The problem is here, when it rains, there are accidents every mile along the highway. These highways are not at all designed for rain. There's no drainage. People don't know how to drive in it. People drive on bald tires. The roads are oily and then they get wet and they get super slippery. I do not have an agreed value insurance policy on this car, mainly because it costs a few $1,000s a month versus $100 a month to have that kind of insurance policy. So if something happens to this car, I get $8,000 or $10,000, which is less than 10% of what I have in it. So there's absolutely no way I'm taking this out on wet highways. I'm just not. It's a complete risk of 10 years of finances that I put in the car. 9 years of finances I put in this car. So I've been looking online for days to try to find a, well, for weeks, but more interactively in the past days, to try to find a 325, a 328, a 330, a 525, a 530, a Genesis, an Accord Coupe, anything that's semi-reliable, sub couple $1,000s with 3 pedals on the floor. I cannot and will not drive a 2-pedal car. It's mind-numbing and it's soul-robbing. And I'm not going to subject myself to that, let alone the reliability issues with especially BMW's automatics. But anything that's a semi-decent BMW automatic is $6 grand. And even the ones at the $5,000 and $6,000 price point, they need tires, they need brakes, the check engine light's on, the windshield's cracked. There's like 10 pieces of trim inside the car that are broken that I know I can easily replace. I had the 330. I know I had like 16 grand in that car. I sold it for 2. And I kind of regret doing that because that car, I knew exactly what it had done. Yeah, it was rusty. It wasn't pretty anymore, but it drove really well. It really did. It was this mechanically sound car, and it would have cost money to ship it out here, but I would have a car if I did that, if I brought it here. So for now, I'm regretting that. Anyways, frustrating day, disappointed. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. I think it is supposed to be a wash, so we're just going to start renting a car and put it on a business expense. And that's the way it is. That's the cost of running the business right now. Frustrating. Talk tomorrow on whatever the hell it is. Wednesday maybe? Good night.